Hey, Brian, a lot's been talked about the passing of the midfield, but how pleased are you about your back line staying compact and the ability to play from the back to the midfield?
Good. I mean, staying compact is defending, opening up, and having confidence to play out of the back under pressure sometimes is challenging. But look, Jackson's come on and done a great job. I think he finds the right pass. I think he's been a plus. Javi's decent. Kellen did a good job last game. Alex obviously has quality there. So it's been good. It's been important.
Jaira Evans.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for the time, Brian. I just wanted to ask about the facility. Have you guys been able to get there and train there? And what are some early thoughts, I guess, about that? And that, I think you once called it a neutral site. So what do you think about that, the facility inside?
Well, we haven't seen it yet. We're going to training here in a little bit. So we'll train on it later this evening. But Red Bull Stadium's a nice stadium. I mean, we've been there before. Whether it's a truly neutral venue because it's New York Red Bull, or whether New York City FC has a ton of fans in there, we'll see. We'll see tomorrow. I haven't heard anything about ticket sales or anything like that. So it could be neutral, it could be quiet, it could be 20,000 New York City fans. You never know. There'll be a sprinkling of Sounder fans there. I know we've got some family and players have some friends going, so we'll try and make the best of it. But it's, as far as stadiums are concerned, it's a good soccer stadium.
John Lupo.
Ryan, I assume that we'll see Nuhu back in the back line. How impressed were you though without him? That I know that the away goal is a big deal in this competition, obviously, but how impressed were you with the defense that you were able to limit them to one goal without Nuhu there?
Well, we were able to limit them. I was happy with our defending for the most part. Yeah, the goal, you could be a little critical, but I thought, there was a bunch of people that maybe could have done better on that entire play. But Nuhu certainly brings, a strong defending acumen to the game. Kellen did great. How we line up 4 or 5, some of those little nuances you guys will see on tomorrow night. But we'll plan on defending well. That's a good team. Maxi will play, so they'll be even better offensively. So we'll be up against it, but we're not afraid. We're just respectful, and we'll try and do the best we can to keep them off the score sheet.
We'll take 2 more questions. Sam, go ahead.
Thank you. Thanks, Brian. Hope you're doing well. You said it after leg 1. It was a very entertaining, high-level match.
Yeah.
You've obviously led plenty of excellent teams over the years. But what do you make of the level of these 2 teams and how they compare to kind of other MLS sides we've seen over the years in league play and in this competition?
Look, there's a ton of really good MLS teams. If you start last year with, what Bruce did in New England, that's amazing. New York City is obviously the defending champs. I think Ronnie's done a great job. You look at Bob's success at LAFC and some of the entertaining soccer that they've done. You look at Gary Smith in Nashville. I mean, he's done a great job. Maybe it's a different style, but, he's done a great job. So coaching, playing, MLS in general, I think it's on an upward trend. And, we're just, trying to stay on top of things and try and stay near the top. And, that's important for our club. So certainly from a coaching perspective, I think we do a decent job, top to bottom, running a soccer operation. But then obviously as a fan, I enjoy those games. I enjoy good soccer games that are open and play and good passing, good movement. I'm just a fan at heart.
Final question, Rodrigo Tobar.
Yeah, thank you. Hi, Coach. This is Rodrigo Tobar from Fox Sports Mexico. Either if you or New York win, you're going to face a Mexican team in the final. What is your opinion about that progression of MLS, of you as well as a coach, playing against Mexican teams? Now you're in the same level. Do you think that?
Well, until an MLS team, actually comes through and wins a big tournament, I think there'll still be that debate. Who's better? Obviously, statistically, an MLS team hasn't won this competition. We were close in Leagues Cup last year. I mean, we beat some good teams, but then we lost in a final to a very well-coached, good Leon team. I think in the national team picture is the U.S. and Mexico. It's such a great rivalry. Are they even? Does MLS have to catch up a little bit more to Liga MX? Yeah, I think so. I think there's still some room for MLS to grow to catch, the best teams of Liga MX. But it's getting closer. I would say it's getting closer. I mean, we'll pay attention tonight. I mean, it'll be two good teams playing against each other. We'll be able to watch the game. And, again, like I said before, we'll watch the game as fans, but, one eye on the tactics in case we get to go through. And, we'll see what happens if we're able to beat New York City, or for that matter. I mean, I think our commissioner likes the fact that there's two American teams in the semifinal and one of them will go to a final. So at least we'll have one American opponent versus a Liga MX opponent. So that's good for our league.